I'm just wondering how much progress those young quarterbacks have made from practice 1 to practice 14. And is playing in front of a big crowd like this, even if they're all Alabama fans, kind of helpful?
Well, I think that first question first, I've been really pleased with the progress that all three of our quarterbacks have made. You know, I feel really good about these guys. It'll be interesting to see how they do when they get out there on their own tomorrow. Even though it will be limiting what we do on offense, it'll be limiting what we do on defense. But to see how they lead, how they compete, how they keep their composure, how they respond to adversity if there's any created in the game. But I've been really pleased with, you know, all of our quarterbacks, you know, this spring. And, you know, but I think that the thing I've tried to emphasize with the quarterbacks is we got to focus on execution and not trying to make plays all the time, because that's when you get in trouble. All right, just execute the play like it's supposed to be executed and believe and trust in that, and that's what's going to help us make plays rather than trying to create plays or force plays. So, got to focus on the process of what you have to do to make it a positive play, and our consistency in doing that has been better and better all spring.
On the back with Cecil.
Coach, one thing we don't get to see too much of is place kickers and kickoffs. And are you comfortable with JK handling that in the season, if he's the best one, or how would you like to see that play out in spring?
I really think that, first of all, we recruited somebody, and I think everybody needs to get used to the fact that, you know, we didn't have a punter in the spring. JK became the punter and one of the best punters in the country as a freshman. We recruited a long snapper, and he was one of the best long snappers that'll probably end up playing in the NFL for some time. He did it when he was a freshman. We recruited a freshman long snapper now who's out there at mid-year. We have a kicker coming in that we really like, so he's going to be in this competition in the fall. And I can't say how that's going to work out, but we have high hopes that he'll do a good job. JK is very, very good at kickoffs. He has done kickoffs in the past. He is good at long field goals. And the competition there is we have a guy that is pretty accurate, that doesn't have a real strong leg, and we have a guy that has a really strong leg that can kick long field goals. So we're going to have more of a situation like we had with Jeremy Shelley in years past, where, you know, he kicked the short ones, somebody kicked the long ones. I'm comfortable with that situation with those two guys. Do we need to improve that? Yeah, but I think everyone can improve at every position. But I also think the competition that's coming in may enhance, you know, that as well.
Over here on the right with Mark.
Just want to ask about Bo Scarborough and Damian Harris. Will they be able to participate in A-Day?
Look, I should have mentioned this, but Bo Scarborough could very well. He's done everything in practice. The goal for Bo was that he comes out of spring practice and he thinks he's 100% and he can do everything and he has no problem. And he took almost every rep in practice today. Are we going to let him play an A-Day? No, because we haven't banged him around a lot. There's no sense in doing that. Damian Harris has a sprained foot. He has not practiced and he will not be an A-Day. B.J. Emmons is still, he's doing some things, but he's not 100% from his foot injury that he suffered last season. All right, so he's not going to participate in the game. Sean Dion Hamilton is also not 100% from his injury that he suffered in the SEC championship game. All right, so those four guys are the four guys who will not play in the game. Three of them are running backs, so that leaves us with three guys and a couple others. All right, so that's the situation that we are in from an injury standpoint.
Michael, right here in the middle.
Just want to ask, you kind of touched on it before, about how you decide what kind of playbook you use, how much do you show, how much do you don't show? Does the fact that it's on TV, does that have any impact in how you do it?
No, not really. I mean, you know, my theory on it is we want to stay basic, try to get better execution with the players, especially some of the other guys. the backup players that don't have the knowledge and experience. But the second part of that is it would be very foolish to do things that are new to our offense that we would show our opponents that we play early in the season by doing them in the spring game. All right, so just basically taking those two theories. I've been coaching for a long time. I can't tell you who won last year's spring game. I really don't ever remember losing one. So if the goal of spring practice is to play better in the season, why would we do anything that would enhance our opponent's ability to prepare for us?